Hey my pretties, so today I'm going to be doing a look with these Stila Magnificent Metals. First I'm going to prime my lids with concealer. Badescu face spray. Then I'm going to prime my face with the Makeup Forever primer. The Hydrating. Gonna kind of press that into the face. Just let that soak in while we do the eyes. So I'm just gonna go in with Courtney from the Jeffree Star palette as well. It's just a perfect transition shade. So I'm just going to put that in the crease. Modern Renaissance palette and pick up Raw Sienna right there and Warm Taupe, and I'm going to mix those together to get the perfect shade that I want. And I'm just gonna map out that crease there. All the way to the inner corner. Just gonna map out where I wanna put that color, and then we'll start blending upward. I'm gonna do that on both sides. I have pretty hooded eyes, so I like to do a little bit above the crease. That way it will be able to show up when I'm looking straight. I'm just going to go in with a really fluffy one. I love doing this because it gets the job done really quickly. This is just a really fluffy one. And it's clean, so it doesn't have any product on it. So it's going to be able to blend that out really well. With an even darker brown, just so I can map out that crease once again with this little pencil-ish brush that I have. It's going to be like the darkest brown in the palette. And like I said, we're just going to take a little bit of this on that pencil brush and map out that crease even more. All the way into the inner corner there. Now I'm going to go back in with that same brush that we've been going in. And I'm going to go in with those same colors from the previous. The Raw Sienna and the Warm Taupe. Just going to blend that darker brown out and upward. Nothing's going below that line. And that's going to be right here. And I'm going to go right above those colors with the same blending brush. Next is the fun part. We're going to be going in with the new Stila Magnificent Metals that came out. And I kind of want to use both. I have the silver and the gold. The silver and go in on this inner part of the lid, and then the gold into the outer part of the lid. And from what I've seen, they work best with just the applicator that it gives you. Now I'm going to go in with the gold, and I'm going to go in on the outer corners. And like I said, I do have hooded eyes, so you could kind of tell that it's getting it on the lid right there. Once it dries and everything, we're going to go back and blender. Make sure it's damp but not so. Always remember to blend down the neck because we always want it to match. And that was actually enough for my whole face. So now we're going to go in with concealer. And we're going to go in with the Maybelline Age Rewind. I love this one so much. Dab that underneath the eyes, on the forehead, bridge of the nose, middle of the chin to highlight. Beauty blender. Contour kit, the light to medium. I'm gonna go in with the very lightest shade here, the one without shimmer in it, so I can set the under eyes. Now I'm going to set the rest of my face with some drugstore powder, and I really do love this one. It is the Loreal True Match. Okay, so after we set the face, I'm going to go in and contour and bronze. Well, first I'm going to bronze, and I'm going to go in with the middle shade from my contour palette, this one right here, and that's what I use to bronze up with, and then the other two darker shades is what I use to contour. So and this is just an angled brush from ABH Cosmetics. I just got these. I'm going to go back in with my beauty blender with whatever's left on there, and I'm just going to go underneath that contour to clean up. I'm going to go in with a clean blending brush, the same one that I've been using pretty much the whole time. Go underneath the eye. And I'm going to actually go in with that same pencil brush, and I'm going to go underneath the eye. And I'm going to use my contour palette because those are kind of like the same browns that we just used. I'm going to be using the whole row of browns. Poke it out and go as close to the lash line as possible. And then we'll go in with a blending brush. I'm going to go in with brush just to clean up if there was any fallout, the powder brush. And I'm going to go in with the white eyeliner just to open up the eyes. I actually got this from Sally's, and this is called Bitsy eyeliner on where I was smoking it out. So I'm just going to go back in with that brown and smoke out a little bit more underneath there. Guerrero highlight palette, and for the inner corner I think I'm gonna mix the lightest white shade with the pink shade for the, so I'm just gonna pack those Mix those together and put those in the inner corner. And if you ever want an even more intense highlight, which you definitely don't need with these because they're so pigmented, but if you spray the brush, then it'll make it even more intense. Forever Young and Glow Getter, the two other shades that are in the middle. And I love Forever Young. It's my top favorite, and it looks kind of silvery in the pan, but it's gorgeous on my skin tone, which is shocking. Just gonna put that on my cheeks, the high points. I'm gonna put some on the center of my forehead. I'm gonna put some on my Cupid's bow. I'm gonna put some of the lightest, whitest shade on my Cupid's bow. If you put a little too much, you can dab over it with the powder brush and just blend that out. I'm gonna go in with some blush, and I'm gonna use Luminoso from Milani. And this is just a beautiful peachy shade. This is one of my top favorite blushes, and I just love it. I'm going to put some highlight on my nose, on the tip of my nose, and on the bridge of my nose. I forgot to do that. And I just do that with my finger, tip of my nose, and on the bridge of my nose. And I'm also going to highlight my brow bone with some of the Kitty Cat, the pinkish shade. Now that we're done with powders, I'm going to go ahead and spray some setting spray. The Urban Decay All Nighter, just so I can set this face, that way it lasts all day long. Colored, berry colored lip kit in Head Over Heels with the liner. So I'm going to start off by lining my lips. For that to dry, and I'm going to finish off the eyes. The NYC liquid liner, I heard about it from Crispy. I always used to use the e.l.f. one, but I do like this one better. I'm just going to do a little wing today. Just going to start off at the edge and connect it from the front. Do lashes with this look, but I'm actually out right now, so I'm just gonna do mascara. I'm gonna comb some brow gel through my brows just to keep them tamed. So that's it for this look. If you liked it, definitely press like, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you.